What's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to come to y'all for a brief minute just to express something that just happened. Well, it didn't happen just now, but it happened a few minutes ago. You ever been in the midst of your children and the Lord show you yourself in them? So today, during class, during class, I homeschool, and so we have a 1-year-old who will be 2 in September and a 4-year-old who will be 5 in October. And of course, with 2-year-olds and 5-year-olds, the activities are structured very differently. For 2-year-olds, they're a little less focused, so they tend to just roam around a little bit more than a 5-year-old. Now, that's not to say 5-year-olds don't, or that they aren't less focused, but they tend to be a little bit more focused, so you're able to teach them some more. You're able to teach them on a different level. So today, during class, the lesson just so happened to be more focused around Jeremiah's assignment. Okay, it was more focused around what he was learning today than Isaiah. So Isaiah's just running around, roaming around, doing things that I'm guessing Jeremiah either wanted to do, or he felt like Isaiah should be sitting down with him to get the lesson that he was being taught. And so Jeremiah began to he kept telling on Isaiah, like, Mommy, Isaiah's not doing this, or Isaiah's not doing that, or why is Isaiah doing this, and why can Isaiah do that? And in the midst of all that, I just got really frustrated, because even though he was telling me what Isaiah was doing, because he was so focused on Isaiah, he wasn't able to actually get the instructions that he needed to complete his assignment. And he every time he would tell me something, his focus would be taken off of what I was teaching to what Isaiah was doing. And I was getting frustrated, and I'm just fussing, and I'm lecturing, I'm telling him, like, you need to stop focusing on Isaiah and start focusing on your work, because you're responsible for what you do, and you need to know the instructions for your assignment, otherwise you're not going to be able to complete it. In the midst of all of that, the Holy Spirit said, that is you. This is what you look like. And for a second, I paused, because of course I'm going at it. I'm telling him, you need to be responsible and take responsibility for what you're doing. Stop worrying about what Isaiah's doing, and stop trying to blame him for why you can't get your work done, and da 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 da. And the Lord was like, that is you. In so many cases, you have placed the blame on other people and why you aren't fulfilling your assignment, why you aren't stepping out on your calling, why you aren't completing your assignment. You're looking at other people and you're saying, well, Lord, they ain't doing this, or Lord, they doing that, and Lord, they ain't in their proper place, so how am I supposed to do what I need? How am I supposed to get done? They distracted me. I can't focus when they doing all these other things. And the Lord is like, you need to take responsibility. You need to take responsibility for what you choose to focus on. You need to take responsibility for what you choose to allow to distract you. Distractions come. They're gonna come. There are gonna be things in our lives that are set up to get us to move from the place that we're supposed to be operating in. There are going to be things that come in our lives to get us to focus on something other than the assignment. And so the Lord was like, that's you, and you need to take responsibility. And in taking responsibility, you need to realize that when you allow those distractions to come, when you allow those other things and those other people in your lives to take you off focus, you're missing the instructions during the lesson that are supposed to assist you in completing your assignment. You need those instructions during that lesson to assist you in the completion of your assignment. And in order to do that, you have to focus. You have to listen. You have to be attentive. And there are going to be things and people around you that are doing so many other things, and people that may seem to be out of their place, that you feel you need to be in a certain place to get the work done. But best believe God has order for everything. And in the midst of what seems to be maybe to you disorder because they aren't doing what they're supposed to do to help you get what you need to get done, God is always going to provide provisions so that you can fulfill the assignment at the time so that you can continue to move forward. And so the Lord spoke to me and let me know that's what it was. Like in this time in my life, a lot of times I get upset and frustrated and just like, well, Lord, how I'm supposed to make my next move when they not doing what they're supposed to do, and when they did this, and that's just me being honest. Sometimes I don't think we're honest enough to admit that sometimes, even though without saying it, we place blame on other people and other things instead of looking in ourselves and saying, I wasn't focused enough to move forward, or I did not at the time accept my assignment, so I didn't move in the capacity that God had called me to move. So y'all, this video is getting a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted to share that with you all really quick because the Lord corrected me while I was trying to correct my child. And that's it, y'all. Peace.